We'll make it quick. I just want to ask, why you're here today.
We're here today because we wanted to use this moment to advocate for healthcare changes and hopefully, make some positive, goals with all of this situation. So,
You say your first and last name.
my first name's Jenny. I'm not giving my last name.
That's fine. That's right. Thanks.
Spell Jenny for us.
Jenny.
Do you think your presence here will make a difference, and why?
I hope it does. I don't know. All we can do is try and hope and show up and, have our voices be heard. But who knows? I hope it does.
Where are you guys coming from today?
Northwest Ohio.
Northwest Ohio. Okay, and so explain to me your sign here. Why do you guys feel the way that you do about the defendant today?
Go for it. We have our own reasons to be frustrated, fed up, angry with our government and our healthcare system. We both needed medical procedures that, we had to fight for, that we shouldn't have had to fight for. Especially, being Americans, we're taught and told how great it is to be an American. Best country in the world. I shouldn't have to fight to save my life on, a phone, getting denied. I shouldn't have to fight for medication that will keep me breathing. Or if I'm born with a disease, I'm just an unlucky number, for some people. And he had, medical issues, medical things, and he was heard, and he was heard by a lot of people, and
that's why we're here.
That's why we're here, and he's kind of given people a common enemy, I should say, instead of having, this side fight over this side fight over that. It's brought a common issue, and he's awoken the people to a true issue. And when the masses come together is when change can really happen.
So what do you say to people who would say that you guys are being too hard, that this man is accused of killing somebody because of that? Is that the way to go about getting change?
Do you want my honest answer?
I do.
Over 360,000 children have been killed by our government in Palestine.
That too, but
cold-blooded murder is not something that Americans.
I don't agree with murder.
No, murder's not right. Murder's never right. But the people that say, "Oh, you can't go around killing people in cold-blooded murder," should probably take a look in the mirror. Some of those people.
1,000%.
How did you guys feel when you first heard about what happened?
I wasn't really shocked. I was waiting to see when it would really happen. Somebody's straw.
Another shooting in America?
To break the camel's back.
Yeah.
And it was allegedly Luigi. And I get it because there's a lot of worse things, and I'm actually surprised, like maybe a mother or a father, this did not retaliate in the same sense. Because I've heard some horror stories. And myself, I'm here because of a pre-existing condition, and we are kind of left out in the system.
Pushed to the side. Well, they're going to be sick and die anyways. Why should we? Why should we really care?
So.
And it's sad. It's sad because that really happens. It might sound like we're exaggerating, but that stuff really happens. We're not exaggerating. We have to fight for our lives on a phone.
Medical bill shouldn't be $450,000 a year. I can't afford that. Only state insurance can afford that, and I have to be poor in order to get my medications paid for.
So ultimately, if he did what he is being accused of doing, do you think that's justified?
No. Murder's not justified.
At all.
But he brought the people together.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I did say, violence makes changes in American history. War happens that created our freedom. George Floyd happened. That created reform, and we need more reform. So I'm hoping this creates more reform for us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
So if you first could, if you're willing to give your full name, that's fine. But if you could just say and spell your first name or full name, whatever you want to do.
Okay, Natalie.
Natalie, where are you coming from today?
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland. Why are you here this morning? What do you think? Explain your sign to me.
So I think it's important to understand that while murder is not something that needs to be glorified in any way, the health insurance industry is oppressive to people. It is violent. It inserts itself as a paywall between people and care. And we need to recognize that. It's been brought to our attention as a populace now, and I just want to, take this moment and push for more recognition of needed change in policy.
So do you think if Mangione if he did what he is accused of doing, do you think that that was a justified way to try to get change?
I think it's important to recognize that people feel backed into a corner. People feel like they haven't been listened to for years and years by anyone in the establishment. So, I'm not going to discuss justified or not. I'm just going to say it's kind of a predictable outcome of a violent system.
Okay. What were your initial thoughts when you first heard about what had happened, that he was a CEO healthcare and it seemed to be targeted for that reason?
I think most people, probably normal people, had the same reaction, that there was probably some motive behind it related to just complete disgust with the way our health insurance industry works, and that it is an industry rather than based in care, that they've allowed profit to become the motivating factor for the health insurance industry. So I think that was pretty clear to most people.
Understood. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Ashley Madami.
My name is Ethan Merrill.
And how you spell those names?
ASHLYN and then ADAMI.
And then it's ETHANMERRILL.
Yeah, so why are you guys here today?
We are here because I have been personally affected by my health care and my inability to get health care because of my insurance and our just frankly terrible American healthcare system. Back in 2020, I needed a breast reduction very badly, and all of my doctors agreed it was necessary, but my health insurance didn't. And I had to fight for about 2 years to get it approved. And even at the end of almost 2 years, only one of my 2 privatized health insurance companies agreed to cover it. And because of how long it took, my back is permanently damaged. I have to get yearly surgeries to burn the nerves in my back. I have to get a surgery where they take needles and put it down along my spine and put in high frequency radio waves to burn the nerves. And because of insurance, before that surgery will be approved, I have to do 2 prior surgeries where they inject numbing medication. So I have to get like 6 needles put along my spine 3 times every year because of insurance.
And that's effectively because they want to do like a pilot procedure to make sure that the burn is actually going to stop the pain.
Even
but
though
she
it's
has,
already worked before.
she has a chronic condition that's never going to go away.
And it was caused by negligence of the system. I had to fight for almost 2 years. There was no one advocating for me except me. I was a student. I was going through terrible, terrible pain. It was destroying my ability to focus on anything, let alone trying to deal with health insurance. It was exhausting, and it broke me.
Sorry to hear that. So what message do you guys hope gets out there, with all this?
Universal health care now,
Yeah.
or free Luigi.
And privatized healthcare is a crime against humanity.
Anything else you guys want to say?
How do you think universal health care will work?
Well, every other country, every other industrialized country on the planet has it.
Has socialized
So
medicine.
I don't think we would struggle that much to find one that would work for us. And with that, apparently, on average, Americans per capita pay about $12,000 for healthcare per year, compared to about $6,000 for all other countries that have socialized medicine. So people that would complain about the increase in taxes, sure, you'll have that, but you'll have no more ridiculous payment for your insurance. It will reduce your costs. It's not going to increase your cost. Over half of Americans want universal health care. I honestly don't know why it hasn't happened, other than the fact that corporations have the ability to prevent it. And they shouldn't. Americans should have the say over American policies.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
You get shot